Ooh! Alright, I'm back. As I promised you in 2 videos ago, I believe, I'm gonna bring you 5 ways that you can improve and help fat loss. Keep in mind, I said fat loss, not weight loss. Okay, my last video that I posted on Monday was about weight loss. Okay, so it's not as specific as this video is. That one's more for a wider range of people that are just simply looking to lose weight. Don't really care if it's so much muscle or fat, probably a combination of the two. They just want to see the number on the scale go down and the size of the waist go down as well. This is for fat loss. So this could go more towards a niche as well, say like people that are physique athletes or people that, you know, have built up a physique and are looking to cut down for the summer. But of course, it generalizes in the sense that this will help anybody that's looking to get in shape for the summer. All right, since it's pretty much here already, you're falling a little behind, buds. But I mean, hey, remember the best time to plant the tree was 20 years ago. Second best time's right now. Just figured I'd throw that quote in there. Anyway, before we jump off this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe. I mean, that's not a button, but just hit subscribe for me, all right? If you want more fitness content and all your fitness needs covered right here, be sure to comment below with any questions you might have. And of course, smash that like button if this video helped you out, all right? So I will have some studies below that do link to the stuff that I'm saying in this video, all right? Because you know me, I don't like to just spit things out there that people want to just question. I'll back up anything that I need to back up or feel that I need to back up with science. Again, link in the description. Thank you all so much for watching, and let's start it off. Step number 1, or key number 1, thing number, whatever. The first thing is you want to have a small calorie deficit. So you've heard me talk about this in many videos in the past, but a calorie deficit is what's going to ensure weight loss, okay? Now, if you want the majority of it to be fat, you're going to want to make sure that calorie deficit is smaller. So if you go into a calorie deficit that's, let's say 500 calories or more, lower than your maintenance, that is considered a pretty big calorie deficit. Okay, so we're trying to keep it within that 500 range, preferably the smaller the better. If you don't have much time, obviously you're gonna wanna make that a little bit of a bigger deficit, but if you're willing to wait it out a little bit and you won't feel as starved from it, you won't feel as shitty really, then, you know, I'd even say go 200 calorie deficit. That's gonna make sure we mitigate muscle loss and lean body weight loss as much as possible. All right, now to do this, of course, best thing to do is to track your calories. I'll throw the links up that you can click on. I've got tons of videos on how to do that already. Check that out. That's step number 1, small calorie deficit. Very important. Let's move on. Step number 2. This actually ties in to the first myth in that other video I posted, the 5 myths of fat loss that I busted. First one was eat no carbs. Now I'm telling you, eat more carbs, okay? Again, we wanna make sure we stay in a calorie deficit, but do not cut the carbs down too much because this is actually going to hinder your performance in the gym and it's actually going to hold on to less muscle, okay? The more carbs you eat, it's gonna hold on to a lot of water, glycogen in the muscles, okay? That's what gives you that fuller look, okay? Kind of get a little flex. So that's gonna hold on to your muscle a lot more is what I'm trying to say here. And if you eat less carbs, you're gonna notice you'll feel a little stringy, very flat, as they say. Your muscles won't be holding a lot of water or glycogen, which, as I said before, will hinder performance and ultimately risk eating away at your muscle. It'll risk your body eating away at your muscle, all right? That's step number 2. Let's move on to the third step. That is lift weights. Bah! Make gains. So you want to do resistance training. That means, that's a fancy way of saying lift weights, okay? Pick things up and put them down and keep doing it until you break down the muscle, and that will help to build and or retain muscle when in a calorie deficit. All right, now that is very important because your metabolism will actually increase when you go in the gym. You tear down your muscles by lifting weights. Over the next 24 to 48 hours, your body will actually be using up a little bit more calories in that time to repair and regenerate the muscle. So that's one way to actively increase your metabolism. Increasing muscle also permanently increases metabolism. So there's a very good way to actually help with fat loss. All right, step number 4. This one is one that people often overlook, But basically, you want to make sure you do your cardio after your resistance training, okay? This ties into the last two. They all kind of tie in together, but basically, if you do your cardio before resistance training, you're using a lot of your readily available energy, aka glycogen, to perform that activity. Once you're done that, you go over to the weights. You may have depleted your glycogen stores to such an extent that your body will primarily be running off fat at that point. So we want to reverse that. You want to make sure that your performance in the gym with the weights is you're utilizing glycogen for that. That's going to be your quick acting, best source of energy. That way you'll perform better in the gym, lift more weight, build more muscle, okay? And I know I'm doing bench and curls like it's just for men. This goes for women just as much as men, the exact same, of course. So you want to make sure you do that. And then afterwards, when you hit the cardio, your glycogen stores are depleted, used up on the weightlifting. Now you're gonna transfer over to your fat stores. And the best way to make sure that we're staying with just burning fat is, believe it or not, low intensity steady state cardio, known as LISS, okay? This is actually better, or has proven to be more beneficial than high intensity cardio. There's a bit of a caveat when it comes to high intensity interval training. That's not so much what I'm talking about. I'm just simply talking about higher intensity means burning more carbs. And if your carbs aren't readily available, then you'll tap into possibly your protein stores if you need to. Whereas low intensity is going to primarily rely on fat for its primary source of energy. So, number 4, do your cardio after your weights. Last but not least, we're gonna go number 5 is replace your fat with your protein. So obviously I don't mean eat zero fat at all. I'm just saying lower your fat content throughout in your diet, okay? So the composition of your diet should be high protein, and it's gonna be at least 1 gram per pound of body weight if you're doing resistance training, which, as I said, is recommended. That's gonna ensure that you hold on to as much muscle as possible. And then it should be pretty high carbs as well. So protein and carbs will be high. They could be around even, it all depends on your calorie goal. And fat should actually be pretty low. You should be getting just the amount you need to help with hormone balancing and hormone production, all that, and hormone regulation, all that kind of stuff. But beyond that, there's really no need for fat at all. And 1 gram of fat has 9 calories, whereas 1 gram of protein or carbs has 4. So if you replace more fats with protein, you'll be able to eat more food, technically, and you will be able to retain more muscle. All right, this goes again with the study that I mentioned in my 5 myths of fat loss, whereas a study group was found eating more protein can slightly increase the amount of calories you burn, but again, that ties in with higher lean body mass, higher muscle production, and muscle synthesis, and that is ultimately what will increase the metabolism and help you lose more fat. That's it, guys. I hope I didn't get too technical there. I hope I didn't talk too much, rant too much. These videos go by, I swear I'm talking for 2 minutes and boom, 11 minutes goes by just like that, or 10 minutes, whatever. Anyways, that's it. I appreciate you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. You guys have been amazing. We just hit that 100 subs. Be looking out for a giveaway video I'm gonna be doing. So if you haven't subscribed, boom, do it. Just as I said, comment, like, share with all your friends. Let's make gains. And don't worry, I know I've done a lot of fat and weight loss stuff, but coming soon. I should have a leg video up soon, coming up next Monday probably. And after that, I'll have some more muscle building stuff for all the skinny boys and girls, skinny boy solutions coming up, everything. It's all in the works, all right? So once again, thank you for watching. Boom, I'm out. Much love.